Centrifugal force. Centrifugal force. We have to explain why centrifugal force is known as pseudo force or fictitious force. This is a body of mass m which is revolving in which will be revolving in this circular orbit. The body has mass m and which is at the point A. At the point A, the body of mass m has a tendency to move along the tangent at1 with velocity v, and the body will be moving in the circular orbit of radius r. O is the center of this circular orbit. If an external force Fc, that is the centripetal force, is acted on the body radially inwards, in that case the body will be revolving along the circular orbit, that is along the car path AB. And in this case linear motion is converted into circular motion under the action of centripetal force. Now centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards. Centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards. Ax is a direction of radially outwards. Fc is centripetal force. Fc is centripetal force which acts radially inwards, and Fc is the centripetal force due to which the body revolves in the circular orbit of radius r. But Fc prime is the centrifugal force. Fc prime is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards. Fc prime is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards. Centrifugal force due to which the body has a tendency to regain its translational motion. The body has a tendency to regain its straight line motion or translational motion. Due to application of centripetal force Fc, the body will have rotational motion, and due to action of centrifugal force, the body will regain its linear motion or straight line motion or translational motion. Centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is a force that arises when a body is revolving, a body is moving actually along a circular orbit or path, by virtue of tendency of the body to regain its linear motion or its straight line motion or translational motion, its straight line path motion. Fc prime is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards. Fc prime is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards. Fc prime is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards. Now we consider circular frame of reference with respect to the circular path of the body. P is the circular frame of reference. P is the circular frame of reference which is rotating in the same direction as that of the body revolving in a circular orbit. An observer is standing on the circular frame of reference P. We consider another frame of reference, that is Q, and Q is the stationary frame of reference. Q is the stationary frame of reference. An observer is also standing on this stationary frame of reference Q. We consider two observers standing on the circular frame of reference and stationary frame of reference. When the centripetal force under bracket Fc is removed, the body will the body will, number one, the body will appear to move. When the centripetal force Fc is removed, the body will appear to move along the tangent 81. That is, the body regains its translational motion or linear motion. The body regains its linear motion along the tangent 81 under the action of the centrifugal force Fc prime, which acts radially outwards. Centrifugal force Fc prime with respect to the observer standing in the stationary frame of reference, under bracket q. That means the observer standing in the stationary frame of reference will observe that the body will regain its translational motion or linear motion along the tangent 81. The body will regain its linear motion along the tangent 81 provided centripetal force Fc, which is acted on the body radially inwards, is removed. If the centripetal force is removed, that means if Fc is reduced to 0, centripetal force is removed. In that case, a body revolving in the circular orbit, that means its circular motion in the circular orbit will be converted into translational motion along the tangent 81. The circular motion will be converted into translational motion with respect to the observer standing on the stationary frame of reference q under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime. Centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards, and the body revolving in the circular orbit, in this circular orbit, will regain its translational motion under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime, and the body regains its translational motion along the tangent 81 under the action of the centrifugal force Fc prime, which is acting radially outwards. Number 2, the body will appear to move. The body will appear to move along ax, along the direction ax, that is radially outwards. That is, it regains its linear motion or translational motion. It regains its linear motion or translational motion or radially outward motion under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime. Under the action of the centrifugal force Fc prime with respect to the observer standing on the circular frame of reference, which is rotating with the same angular velocity as that of the body revolving in circular orbit. The body will appear to move along the direction x, or it will appear to move radially outwards under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime with respect to the observer standing on the circular frame of reference, which rotates with an angular velocity same as that of the body, revolving in the circular orbit, in the same direction, Hence, if Fc is removed, that means centripetal force is removed. In that case, the body will regain its linear motion radially outwards with respect to the observer standing on the circular frame of reference, which is revolving in the same way or in the same direction with the same angular velocity as that of the body. The body will regain its linear motion radially outwards under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime, provided centripetal force is removed. With respect to the observer standing on the stationary frame of reference Q, the body revolving in a circular orbit will regain its translational motion along the tangent under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime if centripetal force is removed. If centripetal force is removed. Hence, the observer standing on the frame of reference P, standing on the circular frame of reference, if centripetal force Fc is removed, if Fc is made to 0, the body will regain its translational motion radially outwards under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime. Where centrifugal force Fc prime acts radially outwards, that's why the body will regain its translational motion from circular motion radially outwards under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime, provided centripetal force is removed. That means Fc is reduced to 0. Hence, the centrifugal force is called pseudo force or fictitious force. Centrifugal force is called pseudo force or fictitious force as the function of centrifugal force is different. Hence, the centrifugal force is called pseudo force or fictitious force as the function of centrifugal force is different with respect to different frame of reference, with respect to different type of frame of reference. Centrifugal force is called pseudo force or fictitious force as a function of centrifugal force is different with respect to different types of frame of reference. This is a circular orbit, a body of mass m which has translational motion along the tangent AT1 with the tangential velocity v. If a centripetal force Fc is acted radially inwards at an angle 90 degree with the linear motion, in that case the body will be revolving along the circular orbit, that means along the curve path AB, and revolves in the circular orbit of radius r under the action of centripetal force Fc. We can denote radially outward direction. Fc prime is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards, due to centripetal force under bracket Fc. Linear motion under bracket along the tangent AT1, due to application of centripetal force Fc, linear motion along the tangent AT1 is converted into circular motion, circular motion along the curve path AB, and also under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime, under the action of centrifugal force Fc prime, comma, the body has a tendency to regain its translational motion. The body in circular motion will have a tendency to regain its linear motion. Now the magnitude of centrifugal force, that means mod Fc prime, will be equal to the magnitude of centripetal force, that means mod vector Fc. Therefore Fc prime equal Fc, therefore Fc prime is equal to mv square by r. Fc prime is equal to mv square by r, which is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards. Fc prime is equal to mv square by r, which is the centrifugal force which acts radially outwards, and Fc prime has another expression in terms of angular velocity omega, and Fc prime is equal to m omega square r. That is also another expression of centrifugal force which acts radially outwards, where linear velocity or tangential velocity vector v equal vector omega cross vector r, where v is equal to omega r. So fc prime has two expressions. One is fc prime equal to mv square by r, another is fc prime is equal to m omega square r.